Hello and welcome back to Boxing Social in association with Betfred. My name is Ayman Khan. We've just finished the main event, which saw David Adeleye. Oops, sorry, I thought I dropped my mic there. Which saw David Adeleye finish his opponent Dominic Musil. Got stopped in the corner there. With me is the one and only George, the future Fox. First of all, George, how's life treating you?
Life is great, always good, smiling, healthy. That's all I can say.
One thing that might have wiped the smile off your face was you were supposed to feature on this card, weren't you? What happened there, George?
Yeah, you know boxing, I had about 7 opponents, they all pulled out, every excuse under the sun. I had everything from cut eye and sparring, he's too tall and skillful to fight. I had everything, believe me. People asking for triple, quadruple the money that was offered. It's part and parcel of boxing. But thankfully, there's a silver lining. I will be fighting on the Yard and Arthur fight card on the 4th of December, which is a great show to be a part of. And yeah, like I said, there's a silver lining, so I'm happy.
I appreciate, obviously, you've got a bigger platform to kind of showcase your skills on, but is that kind of frustrating in the sense that you must have had itchy knuckles preparing for tonight and you couldn't kind of get out there?
Yeah, sure. You know, this boxing game, I've learned I still got a steady head on my shoulders. I can rationalize everything, compartmentalize. I don't let anything get to my heart. It is what it is. In the grand scheme of things, it's a 3-week delay. The train continues, the journey goes on. So it's irritating because you peak at certain times, but it is what it is, and I'm not going to let that faze me. We're going to have a huge announcement in terms of who we're fighting. It's going to be a good show to test my skills and show the boxing fans and community what I'm capable of. And next year, we're going to go for title straight away. So yeah.
Right now in the heavyweight scene, there's a lot of kind of British prospects trying to get their foot in, trying to climb the ladder. We've just seen David Adeleye. We'll get to him in a moment, but for yourself, it's good to kind of get yourself in the mix, and you'll, from your perspective, want to put yourself above all of them as well.
No doubt about it. Like, it's one of those ones where we all have dreams, we all have aspirations, and boxing is a grueling sport, and we're going to step in that ring. We're going to face each other at some point, all of us, and we're going to see who's the best. I've got my opinions, my beliefs. I know what I'm capable of, but talk is cheap, and I'm going to have to show that to the world.
David showed what he was all about tonight. He got the corner retirement win there, which is a good win to send the fans home happy there.
Yeah, that's my boy. Like, me and David have got that funny relationship there where we've been on 3 camps now together. We've lived together for over 6 months, so that's my guy, and I'm proud to see his journey, proud to see him keep rising, keep winning. But we know we're going to fight each other one day. It's one of those ones where that's, part and parcel. We're signed to the same promotional label. So we're going to enjoy each other's journey while we're on them. And when we meet, it's going to be one hell of a fight.
Do you two talk about that and joke about that? Like, send messages to each other and talk about like who's going to win?
You know what? We have that subtle or undertone banter where we back and forth and kind of joke with each other. But yeah, it's one of those ones, one step at a time for him. He has to focus on the opponents ahead of him. I've got some tough tests ahead of me. And when we meet, it's going to be for a title. It's going to be for something worthwhile. And like I said, we're going to put on one head of a show for the fans. Me, I'm a mouthy guy. I talk a lot. I've got a lot of opinions. Some people can say I'm cocky. Some people can say I'm arrogant. But I'm just an opinionated person that believes in themselves. And when that fight comes, David is the one person, because I respect him as a friend, that it's going to be a gentleman affair of 2 fights stepping in the ring and taking care of business. So he's not going to get, that smack talk. I know what the fans want and the back and forth. I give that to Alen Babic. I give that to any of these other guys, but yeah, that's my guy.
I'm glad you mentioned Alen Babic because it was a bit of back and forth of you trying to put your name in the mix there, trying to get that fight. Was that ever really a realistic prospect of you fighting Babic?
100%. His team contacted me. They came with an offer, which was they did. When they come with an offer that they know that it's not going to be accepted. So, but that fight is something that I desperately want. I don't want any other fight in boxing more than Alen Babic. A lot of viewers at home, I was saying on a previous interview that they may look at me and be like, who the hell is George Fox? I'm more of like an industry boxer. A lot of the fighters know about me, can ask about me, about my name, what I'm capable of. The fans at home have seen Alen. He's become a household name. I appreciate. He's a charismatic person. He's got this alter ego, the savage. Everyone's bought into it. That's great. I'm not here to knock another man in terms of, he's credible, but that's a fight that I want. I'm a fighting man, and I want to test myself against these so-called killers, and I know what I'm capable of. I'm all wrong for Alen Babic. I'm 130 kilos. I'm 6'8", full of skill and will. He can't live with me.
And I just want to get your thoughts on Tyson Fury, someone who's given you support early in your career. He sent a message of support to David as well over Instagram as well. I just wanted to get your thoughts on. He seems to be training it whilst Tommy's in the UK. Tommy for his fight with Jake Paul. What can kind of Tyson teach, or what does kind of Tyson do or give advice in the times when you've got that one-on-one with him?
Yeah, listen, I was saying Tyson's an incredible man. Boxing brain, frightening. He knows everything about boxing, believe me. Every tiny, minute detail about boxing, going back to 1910, 1920, he knows everything. Boxing mind, he lives for the sport, breathes the sport. Being around someone like that, if you're a sponge and you're able to take on information, you're able to absorb that second-hand experience, there's nothing more valuable than that. So I'm sure that's going to put Tommy in good stead. For me personally, it's been an honor and a privilege to be a part of his camps 3 times now. Yeah, a lot of people say I box like a young version of Fury. The knockouts haven't come for me yet. So I'm more of a, after break someone down after 4 rounds. That's why my next fight will be an 8-rounder. More demonstrating the skills, the fine art of heavyweight boxing. That us big men can actually move, we can dance, we've got good hands. So yeah, he's a great guy, man. Great guy.
George, let's leave it there. Wishing you all the best and looking forward to seeing you on Arthur vs. Yard. Great platform for yourself. Thank you for speaking to Boxing Social. Much appreciated.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Speak to you soon. Take care.
Appreciate it.